Okay, today I want to go through and do a video on this completed hatchback Torana build that we've been doing, called the A9X Ii, as a reference to it's not an A9X. It's just started off as a normal SL hatchback, but with the mods we've done to it, we've taken it to where I think a modern A9X would be, hence the reference A9X Ii. Anyway, I'll take it up in the air so you can see underneath it, and we'll take it outside and take some video there so you can see a little bit more around it and inside it. While it's going up, these rims, huge amount of work into building these. It really was an important part of the process to actually build them, to give what was the classic aftermarket rim to put on Torana of the era was the hot wire rim. To get them in the 13-inch or 14-inch they came in was not going to suit the job at all, so you can now get them in a 15-inch, but what I really wanted to suit this car was a 19-inch, so lots of work to actually custom make those, another story by itself, but we certainly end up with the result we wanted to. Underneath we're running a 305 tyre on these things, on a 10.5 or 11-inch rim, sorry, so you can see how big a sort of footprint this thing puts on the ground. All custom handmade aluminium tank, which is designed to give us a proper shape. We've got proper clearance for legal and that sort of things, but it also is a nice sort of ballsy back end of the car without having that big square lump that hung down off the classic race drop tank. Underneath here, lots of custom bits and pieces, from how the diff suspension set up to how the exhaust system works with custom mufflers that poke out the side and run outboard on the actual of the suspension, all made to clear everything but to get my decent sized exhaust system in there without causing the normal fouling you'll have. Fuel system with pumps and things which are both internal and external, fuel pressure regulator, basically lots of bits and pieces, big tail shaft. All the paint job is all, you know, as good on top as it is underneath, or as good underneath as it is on top. Fuel lines, custom cross members, got a big merge pipe in the exhaust system, the custom headers that go in through there, custom cross members. You know, I can say custom all the way through. I'll just let the video do some talking for a minute. Okay, well that's a basic look of underneath the thing. It really is been a lot of work to put this thing together, but I'm pretty proud of the end result. Okay, now I've got her outside so we can have a proper look. There's lots of small features on this car which are really designed to enhance everything, but invisible to most people. They start with things like simply around the wheel arches. Those, all the flares have been custom reshaped to actually fit the wheel properly, with a proper skirt around the outside edge of it, and are designed to really suit obviously the bigger wheel this thing runs. All the body's been done properly with all the gaps resized and everything put on straight. Little stuff like the bumpers, I've actually cut them down and shortened them so they fit the body closer. They don't have the 1.5-inch gap they normally have on either side to allow for bumping. We're not planning on using it as a bumper car. Gutters have been removed. That's all been seam welded and brought back into where it fits like a modern car does. The mirrors are off actually a VY Commodore, and that was to give us electric mirrors, because this has a full electric interior on the car. Spoilers have been, that bonnet spoiler slightly reshaped to make it all fit in a little bit nicer. Silly little things like the window seals have actually handmade to take away the big buffy window seal that came on the Torana and replace it with a more modern, slicker, smoother look about the thing, just to go with the modern scheme of the car. Obviously the drop tank, it sits in there nice and low, but it's definitely a drop tank. It fills up and gives that back into the car just that little bit more shape to it. And a notable feature, which is very much part of the original design plan, is our roll cage. It's very obvious. You can see the thing inside there, but it's only the rear half of the roll cage that's obvious. Okay, so that's a bit of a view on the outside. I'll have to take it inside to show you better the interior side of things. Get a bit of an idea here, but we've just got too much contrast out in the bright sun to show you properly. But we'll go through and take it back inside now and give you a look at the inside. Okay, we've got it all inside now, so we can show you the inside of the interior of this car. The exposed roll cage in the back of the car. It really is just a two-seater sports car, this one. Retrimmed Recaros, all the leather's been changed on them, had the A9X embroidery put in there, but really trimmed to match the rest of it with the orange highlights. Same as the dash. It's all a custom made dash, this unit, using some components out of some late model HSVs, which we've then reshaped, recoloured. You look closely at that dash, you see we've actually got the A9X Ii written in there. We've recoloured some video gauges to go inside that binnacle. It's all custom carbon fibre over the top of aluminium, which is where the start switch, the stereo, handmade surround for the gear stick. So obviously got a completely custom handbrake setup to put it in the centre of the car rather than the horrible pedal actuation that was on the original car. They're electric windows which have all been fitted, new glass and everything to go in there. Quite a pain to go through that process. We're probably going to update this steering wheel to something that has a bit more of the relevance to the old A9X steering wheel or Torana steering wheel, like the GTS steering wheel they used to have. But anyway, that's a basic look of the inside of the car. You can see what it actually looks like in there. While we're looking inside the car, we should also look inside here. You can see the exposed roll cage at the back of it. Going through to your dash. Inside here we have where the battery mounted. Might be putting some more lining inside here, but essentially that's where its spare wheel kit is. It's all painted nicely as well. But there you get a real idea just how thoroughly finished this whole thing is, inside and out. Okay, well that's a finished look at this thing. Very happy with the end result of this car. The wheels came up like we wanted them to, and really we ended up with something that is yeah, pretty nice all-round package. Nice to drive, and I think it looks pretty good too. Okay, well that's a look over it. We'll take it for a little drive, and we'll probably do a drive video later on, but hope you enjoyed.